So I'm originally from Burma, aka Myanmar, as Kritika has just said. I came to the UK in 2014 as a student, as an international student to study. I did a year of college in Manchester and then moved to London for university. And then during my master's at City University of London, that's where I met my co-founder Joey. We both studied the master's in marketing strategy and innovation together. And I think being surrounded by a lot of different international students, it was like really crazy, but also being in the final year of like education, it was kind of stressful to decide, okay, what am I going to do next? But then luckily and fortunately at City University, there's a wonderful entrepreneurship department and the City Ventures team, which really shared a lot of kind of resources and content around entrepreneurship and how you can actually bring an idea to life. And so Joey and I, we both kind of started going to these seminars and talks hosted by the City Ventures, and they basically invited a lot of founders to come and speak and give their, I guess, share their journey on different aspects of the businesses like sales, marketing, finances, etc. And we were really inspired by that, and we decided that we wanted to start something very similar with a purpose. And then on top of that as well, we found that the City University was able to offer sponsorships for startup visas, which was really important for us because as international students, like we didn't really know if we were even able to start a business in the UK. The traditional route would be to go, and find a job in a corporate sector, which can be really, really difficult as well. So then, Joey and I, we just started working on an idea together. We actually spoke to Marius, he was one of our very first mentors during his time at City Ventures. And we came to him with an idea to support the local homeless community because we found out that clean socks were one of the most requested items of clothing at homeless shelters. And, being international students as well, we wanted to find ways where we can give back to the local community in the UK. So then we started working on this idea. And in order to fund the socks that we would donate, we would need to kind of build like a sustainable business model. So then we decided, okay, we'll start a brand where we sold socks because most people wear socks, and every pair sold will then help fund another pair for someone experiencing homelessness. And and then we kind of graduated in 2019 and officially started the business by the end of the year as well. So it's been quite a journey, but we were super grateful to the university to have helped us kind of kickstart that. And so we started on the startup visa. And then we got that for 2 years and then 1 extra year because of COVID. And now we've switched to like an innovator visa, which I can talk more about later.
So some of you might have already known what Student Circus does. And look, my story is very similar to Thuta's as well. I too came to the UK in 2014. So we both are 2014, students. I came from India and I went to the University of Bristol to do my master's in management degree. And just like most international students, I too wanted to find a job. Look, at that time, we didn't have the post-study work visa or the graduate immigration route that all of you would have now. So we literally had 4 months to, get a right job, get a company to sponsor you, go through the whole formality or whatever it is and start. But being an international student, it is hard. It is very, very hard to find the right company, the right job, etc. Specifically with university support as well. You can get your CV, you can get your cover letter, all of that stuff. But where do you actually find these jobs? And I was lucky enough to get a job with a large company. I went through the whole process. And when they were onboarding me, they realized I'm not a British or an EU citizen. I didn't have a working right in the UK. I needed to be sponsored. And they said, sorry, we won't sponsor you for this particular role. So even though I got the job, I didn't get it. It was quite heartbreaking. And it was quite frustrating, actually, more than anything. So there had to be a solution to this. And that's how I said, in my class, out of 105 students, 102 were non-UK, non-EU. So everyone was on a visa and everyone was looking for a job. I realized it's a big problem. Everyone's struggling. So let's try and create, something which can make this problem go away. So that's how the idea for Student Circus came up. So we got sponsored, that's Tripti and I, we got sponsored by University of Bristol on the graduate entrepreneur visa, which was now called the startup visa. And that's how we started Student Circus. And we know Marius as well, very, very well, because of City Ventures, because Tripti, my business partner, she studied at a CAS Business School, or now Bayes Business School, which is a part of City University. And that's how we started the platform. And now we are the largest in the country, supporting more than 100,000 international students, working with close to 75 institutions across the country.